FlossTube, it's Sarah, our Stitching Kingdom. Sorry, I just got my hair cut today, and so I'm going to be playing with it a lot. Took about 8 inches off. Love it! But it's like short. I go to run my hair through my fingers through it, and I'm like, oh, it just stops right there. So, hope you guys are all having a great day. It is a Monday, October. Can you believe we're in October already? October 5th, 2020, and here we are. October. It's fall. My favorite time of year. Actually, fall and spring. And then, of course, Christmas. But I do like snow. I don't like driving in it. But I do like it around and stuff like that because it helps us have water in our mountains. So, anywho, hope you guys are all having a great week. We just had a good weekend and I've been busy. So, and I remembered to film today. So that's always fun. So we're just gonna jump right into what I've been stitching and some haul, and then we'll go from there. So let's see here. So new challenges have come out because of October. I don't have a whole bunch of there's a good homework video for monthly challenges. I'll try to link it below. In Cheryl's group, her monthly extra credit is we're making Halloween costumes for people. And so you're doing 500 stitches. And so there's 10 different costumes. And so you can do a Playboy bunny, and that's something with ears in the design. A ghost, something spooky in the design. Catwoman, a cat in the design. Fairy, something with wings. Sexy maid, something that would need to be cleaned in the design. Ballerina, something musical. Princess, a pretty dress or castle. Clown, something that you would find funny. Wonder Woman, a star. And then a witch, something magical. So one of the first things I did, Rocks, you can come in, silly thing, is Thine is the Trick and the Treat. And this is on Properly Primitive by Under the Sea Fabrics using a Dinky Dyes. I think it's in, what's it called? I got it from a Stitchy box. What are you called? Night Sky. So, and I stitched this for Sammy. So I stitched her a ghost costume because there's that dude's really spooky. These spiders are a little crazy, and then this witch is really cool. So, I almost wish I had done her in a solid color, but it's fine. It'll be okay. But that's Thine is the Trick and the Treat. And then I was able to get, I want to say I used that for Crystal Academy as well. I can't remember. So I try to double dip with that one as much as I can. Hang on. Rocks! There's enough room for her to get in. She's fine. She's crazy. So the next thing I worked on, not next thing, I've not gone in order. So, but I worked on Daisy because I needed to work on, why did I have to work on Daisy? I know I worked on her for Magical Stitches. And I can't remember what for. But, sorry, I've got threads everywhere. So this is Daisy by Nora Corbett. And this is where she is at. So I'm just working on the top of her head right now. I'm going to add some hair, hopefully, so she's not, you know, like faceless and hairless, and then I have to work on her wings. The only thing I'm worried about is that the fabric is really small on these on the sides, so hopefully I can get her wings in, but I love her. She's so pretty. She'd be pretty without the wings, but I really want to stitch the wings, so she's in there. And then I also worked on Cinnamon Stars. This is something with a star. I stitched this because there's some stars up there. But I also double dipped this, got 500 stitches, so I got the pumpkin patch done. I'm working on the fence right now. You can kind of see it. So I'm getting close. I just have to finish the fence, and then there's some little plants in there, and then there's the side with the sunflowers. So let me pull out the pattern or the cover photo. So I just have, I have the fence left to do, and this little field of sunflowers, and I think I have these 2 stars to finish, and then the initial, because I know I've gotten these ones already. So just that little corner. So this might be a good candidate for that Finish That Stitch December. I'm trying to decide what I want to do with that. I have some stuff that need to be FFO'd. Here's my little pile of stuff to FFO. I was going to try to get some done for the fair, but since, the fair, well, they did the fair for the kids, like 4-H and stuff, who raise the livestock, which I thought was really good that they let them at least do that so that they could, because that's a way a lot of the 4-H kids and the FFA kids pay for their college, is by, raising a cow or raising a pig and then somebody buying it in the auction, and that's how they pay for college. So totally want to, glad that they were able to do that to support those kids. So, because they work really hard, and not that the crafters and stuff don't work as hard, but caring for an animal, it's a lot of work, and especially when they're younger kids. And so props to those 4-H kids. I did 4-H. I did the I didn't do the animal side. I did the sewing, and I made a skirt, and it won honorable mention, and it was a fun skirt. Okay, so for something, that's something with a cat in it, for the witch costume, I did put on the hat, which is another one I had to start. So this is by Hands On Design. I actually had this started a little bit and then realized that my fabric was too short this way, so it wouldn't have fit. But I guess I could have pieced it together. But this one is actually, it's one of the smaller of those drums, because it is only, that's the length of it right there. So this is the top, that's the bottom of the drum. So I could actually, when I cut this out, I'm gonna leave some space to do, not space, but cut it so, because you only need like a 1/2 inch to finish, so you don't need a ton right here. So I'm gonna cut it as close as I can after I do the back stitching and stuff. But I love this. This is such a fun little stitch with the little witches. And this one is, and I redid, some of them is on Earthen by Picture This Plus, and then the rest is on, I think it's Winter's Brew. So, but it's fine because they won't all be out at the same time, so not a big deal. And I keep all of them, and so I think the only one I have to restart now is, I have to do Live Within Your Harvest. I have to restart that one, and Grown With Love, because those ones are fine. Yes. So I just have to restart those. That's not going to be too hard to get 200 stitches in there, because I am doing no new starts of 2020. So let's see. Okay, I had to do something with a winter scene, and I pulled out this guy that I've had kitted for ages. Ever since I saw like Carolyn Mazzio do it, and I think Katie the Stash Queen did it as well. But it is the Magical Creatures calendar by Clouds Factory. So I think you can see it. And I just did the border. This is actually one of the first, when I got back into stitching, this is the first like thing I asked my husband. I was like, okay, this person's stitching this, I really, really, really want to stitch this. Like, this was my first PDF pattern, and I've not done anything with it. It's just been chilling in my kitted and chilling and just hanging out. And this is on, where are you? It is 32 count opalescent Jaslyn. in Elegance by Silk Weaver. This is from my stash from, again, eons ago. But I figured that would be really cool for this little calendar. So it's nice purple. It'll be fun. And so that's my corner. I'm working on the border. And it's really not that bad. Like, I know a lot of people didn't like the border when they stitched it. My complaint is that it's periwinkle in Weeks Dye Works, which, you know, it's a solid color, and you can save a couple bucks if you just use the DMC. I didn't know that because I bought like every, you know, I went and I just bought it because I didn't know about, you know, hand-dyed fibers and stuff like that, really. I hadn't worked with Weeks really, and so it was just like, oh, I'll just get the called for. And so I think looking, if I were ever to do, or if you want to stitch this, go with the DMC for the border, but get the other called for, the other Weeks, is a fiery color that they use. Where is it? Oh, they use copper, and that one's nice and variegated. And then the other two they use is Morris Blue and Lagoon, and both of those are not very variegated. Well, that's a different Lagoon than what I have. That's interesting. So, but, oh yeah, and the other one they have for Weeks is Blaze. So, and they used that in like the dragon, and so it's kind of fiery like. So, but yeah, for the border, definitely go with the DMC. But I had already bought it. It's all good. I worked on the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery. This is their Chinese Zodiac style. And I'm all caught up. So we have the monkey, the ram, and the horse. And then this month's release was, or September's release was the fan and the rest of the plum blossoms and these cute little not fountains. Lanterns, paper lanterns. And so we were at a Chinese restaurant on Saturday, and so because Alice had asked me what 3 are next, I was trying to remember, and it's the rooster, the boar, and oh crumb, we were looking at it too. I know rooster and boar. We've got rabbit. I can't remember what the third one is. Dog. Rooster, boar, and dog. That's what it is. My goodness. So, and those 3 will go, that'll be our next release, is those 3 to complete the circle. And then our final release in December will be, actually probably be November, because the October one will be the 3 little animals, and then November will be the corner, the last fan. So that's exciting. So I'm happy that one's close to being done. I'm really excited that I've been able to catch up on that and stay caught up mostly, especially considering I've got like 3 other sales going as well. I started a project with Belinda, Aussie Stitcher. Her and I are doing Bliss Fairy by Mira. And she started in the center, I started at the top. It was really funny. I had a fabric all picked out, and I was like, oh yeah, this will be fine. And then I looked at the number on the fabric, and then I looked at like how big the piece was going to be. And then I looked at the fabric I had. I only had, oops, what was that fell? Who fell? Oh dear. I heard something. Well, I guess I will find it. Oh no, it was this. Okay. That was probably that. Anywho, sorry. And so I went and grabbed another fabric for my stash. This is Mystic Fabrics, and there's my start on the top there. And this one does not have a name. I just got it from her Sunday Fabrics. And that's where we are. So, but yeah, I only had like an 8 by 13 piece, and it's like, nope, she's not gonna fit on that at all. So, I hope it wasn't, oh, there it is. It fell into this other bag of floss. That's nice. Okay, fold you up. Oh, don't be falling out. That is a child not wanting to listen. Ugh. It's a little kind of crazy to me. So, in there. So I'll be getting back to that probably next year and a little bit later this year. I need to figure out a rotation for next year for sure. And then the other one I stitched, I've got 2 other ones that I stitched on. This is October for Linen and Threads, so they released this part. It's pretty big, and then I like how they've shown this, so the last 2 months are gonna go here. So there, you can see that better without the that's better. And then so this one's kind of a big piece. I do like how there's little ghosty guys in the, and this is a free stitch along. I'll link it below. Hold it. And I'm stitching this on 40 count tombstone and with Silks for You PR095. So that's part of it. And then, I mean, the pattern's free, but don't go copying it, just print it out yourself. And then the other portion is right here, so I've just started on that. But that one might be a little bit harder to catch up on. It's okay. I'm pretty much caught up anyway. And then they released the second part of Dark Queen of the Seas. And where is she at? She's right here. I didn't print it out. If I remember, I'll put a picture in, but it's not really, I mean, this is by Autumn Lane Stitchery and Leslie from Under the Sea Fabrics. And this is Bewitched. And this is the linen. So I know a lot of people are like, oh, that one's darker. You know, what did you get? Did I get the right one? And it's like, linen dyes darker. And Leslie actually showed pictures of what they look like. And if you actually go on her website, Under the Sea Fabrics, you can see which one dyes darker and which one. And Lugana is always going to dye lighter just because of the fabric content. So the next part is the bodice, like her belly button of our sea witch, and so she's like, the fish are around her, so that's gonna be really cool. And then she's got these really cool fins that match. But so gonna get started on that one. I'm excited. Hold her up. So I printed it out already, it's just in the other room, and I was a little lazy this morning. And then the last thing, I'm working on this for Magical Stitches this week, something that the fairies were going to judge. They're going to judge her dancing, and I'm also using this as a fairy costume, and just because it needs to get done. And that's Lyrical, and I finished her foot this blue part in the dress last night, and then I got down to her foot, then I filled in these little green triangles, and so now I'm working on her bodice up here. So then here's her wings, and then she's leaned back going this way. So I might move the Q-snap down a little bit so I can just get her all in. But that's what I'm going to be working on today. Other things I'm going to be working on this week is Silver Moon tea. Just for the teacups that I need to have. And then another thing is, Dark Queen of the Sea, something you wouldn't want to be stuck in. And I'm going to say that I wouldn't want to be stuck in one of those fishies' tummies, because it can happen, and no thank you. Be kind of stinky. So haul-wise, I got my my floss to finish up kitting Royal Games. And I got this from Fire Poppies, and they always send candy, but they always send a Charleston Chew, which I love. So I'm going to take out, and I also ordered a couple extra skeins of flesh tone color because I usually run out of that. And I know I need to, I'm trying to do conversions on, you know, skin tones and stuff like that. But yeah, I just need to remember better. And I'm gonna do it on the Vintage Country Mocha. That's what most people have said to do. So I'm going to, so she's more of like an antique playing card, which I kind of like. So then that's the rest of those, so I can get them started this month. And I'm gonna put them on the same piece of fabric. So, and then Weeks Dye Works. This is the rest for my flamingos. That I got from Hands On Design. It's in the other room. So I have whitewash, lichen, blackboard, and Aztec red, which I was going to just use the conversion for some of them, but then I was just like, no, we'll not do that. It's fine. To go along with the flamingos, I put in an order with 123 Stitch because they didn't actually have, I want to say they didn't have like 2 of the colors, and then I looked on Fire Poppies and they had it, and they didn't have some of my DMC, so I went, you know, you gotta spread the love when you can. So I'm gonna put those flamingos on this Ice Blue Belfast. So I think that'll be really cute. So excited for that. And then put that in there. I also got, because you know fabric can't travel alone. I also got the ornament edition. There's some really, really cute ones. Frosted Pumpkin is right there, and then Autumn Lane Stitchery is down there. I love the little camper. That one's really cute. So there's a lot of good ones. I think I'll stitch in this little sheep. Little polar bear. I like this polar bear with the Merry Christmases, the Aurora Borealis. That's really neat. So anyway, I'm gonna look through that, stitch a few things in that. I ordered, I'm going to save that for a little bit in a second, give you some spoilers. I ordered off of Stash Unload, I got Stargazer. I'll probably start her next, not in 2 years. I think I'm at my max on Mirabilis almost. And Red Lady Pirate, I really like her. She's got Whisper in her for the fur on her coat, so I'm excited to stitch her. I'm trying to decide if I want to put her like on a fabric flare or something. I don't know, because that background is fully stitched. She's pretty much full coverage, so we shall see. And then I also got Tatiana, Queen of the Fairies. She's so pretty. She's got 3 skeins of B5200. That's a lot of white. That's a lot. So okay, I'm a member of Mystic Fabrics, Misty's Hand Dye Fabrics, from her Fabric of the Month Club, and also Valerie from Live and Dye LA, and I'll link both of those below. If you do not have your Fabric of the Month from Mystic Fabrics and don't want to be spoiled, look away. Look away now. Are you gone? Okay. This is 32 Count Lagana in I Descent. So for our lovely RBG. I need to go get my finish. So I love this. So, so pretty. We'll have to find something special to put on that. And then 1 second and I will go get my finish. Did you miss me? Good. Okay, this is a freebie from Bendy Stitchy Designs. And let me put... And I stitched this on a piece of fabric flare. Not fabric flare. Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers that I got in a stitchy box. And I stitched it with a Coloring Cotton silk that came in her Halloween box. And then also Dinky Dyes Silk and Natural for the white. So, and you can see the lace detail on the top and the bottom and her collar, and it says real change, enduring change happens one step at a time. RBG 1933 to 2020. So I finished that in the car last week. I was so excited. I was trying to have it finished on Monday, but ended up finishing it on like Tuesday, I want to say. So very proud of that. Real excited to finish that. I think I'm going to do that in a flat fold, put that in my pile of finishes right there. So yeah, I'm really excited about that one. Can't believe I didn't show that at first. It's like you gather everything together and you think that you've got it all, but you don't. And then things remind you of what's going on. So I ordered my very first Happy Planner, and because they paired with Disney, and so I'm going to show this. I'm not going to like do a complete flip through or anything like that. There's a lot on the YouTube if you're interested in that. So I'm going to take off that, but this is Mickey and Minnie, and you can get like, these are the hearts, but I liked it. I thought it was cute, but you can get you can switch out and get Mickey heads, but I'm excited for this for next year. It'll be fun. It'll be nice to help keep track of whips. I love all the little detail. Just really quick, look at the little star detail with the Mickey heads and just everywhere. And I like that you can switch it out if you want to, and so I will have to learn all the ways of the Happy Planner. I blame Sammy. It's all her fault. But I like on the front it says, a grateful heart is a magnet for miracles. That's got Mickey and Minnie. And I'm really not a gold person, but that's okay. And it's 12 months, starts in January, ends in December, so that'll be fun. Now I just have to buy the little puncher so I can add stuff as I want to. I think that's it. Get out and vote. Early voting has actually started in a lot of places. Mail-in ballots. Utah, we do mail-in ballots exclusively. Well, not exclusively. You still can go to a polling place. But in Utah, every registered voter will get it mailed to them. Will get their ballot mailed to them, which is nice. But you can still choose to go and vote at your polling place if you want to. But, you know, get out and vote. Wear a mask. Be kind. Just don't be stupid. I mean, I think that's the biggest thing. Somebody once said, no, never underestimate the power of stupid people in large groups. Don't be the stupid people in a large group. We need to be smart people in a big group, in a larger group than the stupid people. So, hope you guys have a great week, and I love you, and we will, I always forget this. Thank you. Thank you to my old friends coming back for a visit, and any new friends that have come to visit. Your comments, your likes. Be sure to subscribe. Nothing really fancy here, but I am coming up on my 2-year FlossTube anniversary, which is kind of cool. I started 2 years ago after UEA. We had gone to a stitch-in, or not UEA, after fall break, we had gone to a stitch-in at Deb and Kef's place in Snugger Harbor Crafts, and that just kind of got me on the floss tube, you know, because I was watching it, and then it was like, I could film this. Kath asked me, actually, she's like, why don't you have a floss tube? And I was like, I don't know. And then it just kind of sat with me the rest of the day, and a couple days later, I think, or maybe it was that same night, I can't remember, I ended up filming a floss tube. I kind of snuck her. I was like, honey, how does this work? And he's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm filming a floss tube. And he's like, you are? He was so excited for me. So I'm really excited to have, really blessed to have such a supportive husband, such a supportive family. I love them. They're pretty amazing. So I hope you guys have a great week. Love those. Love Love those around you. Give hugs. If you can't, safe hugs. Safe hugs. Socially distanced hugs. But, try to have smile eyes is what people have been saying, is have a smile in your eyes, because they can't see they can't see behind your mask. So be expressive with your eyes. Have those smile eyes. And we're actually at 30 minutes. That's one of my longer ones this time. So hope you guys have a great day. Love you. Bye.